Vincent, good morning. Yes.
Oh, good morning, Michael. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm well. How are you?
Oh, yeah, not too bad. I'm just sort of having a weird day today, but it's just one of those things.
Oh, tell me more.
Yeah. Oh, just my friends. Remember I told you about that dinner party that we had, and we had the flies in the house, and I got out the fly gun and I accidentally shot the farmer's wife in the forehead.
Oh, you're aiming for the fly? Yes.
Yes, I was aiming for the fly. What happened was, I told you, she ended up getting migraines, and what happened was the migraines. She went to the hospital in King Island, and the migraines have passed, but it's changed her personality. She's changed her personality. Something's happened to her. And her husband, Farmer Dave, he rang me and told me about this because he thinks it's my fault. He thinks it's my fault because he thinks her personality's changed since I hit her, since I shot her in the head with the fly gun.
Well, you didn't. I think I can see this is only adding to your distress. You didn't shoot her in the head with a fly gun. I mean, you did, but that's not the point. It was an accident.
It was an accident, but he seems to think that what happened was that it changed her personality, and he's not happy with her personality, and he wants me to fix it. And I'm like, well, how can I fix it? And I'm like, I don't understand what your reasoning is. Shouldn't she be seeing a therapist or because apparently she's become quite overly sexual. Overly sexed.
So Vincent, I just have to stop you there. Look, my diary is actually quite full. So if that's where you're heading with this, I'm not taking any referrals right now.
No, I wasn't thinking of you, Michael. I don't think you'd be ready for that. He is proposing, and this is something that I wanted to run past you. His idea, and I sort of workshopped this with him, is that they're coming back through town in a couple of weeks. And what he wants to do is to set up, they're coming here for dinner, the same sort of scenario. He wants to set up a scenario where I shoot her in the head again with the fly gun. The idea being that if I get her in the head in the right spot, she'll revert back to her original personality. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if that'll work.
It's like exposure therapy. Well, that's dangerous territory. But you said, I wouldn't. I mean, look, under proper supervision and guidance, it's been known to work. But
yes,
look, the repercussions can be terrible. I mean,
I've been practicing my shot. Like I got my partner to stick a whole lot of coffee beans up on the walls around the house. And I've been sort of practicing, and I'm getting quite good.
Yeah. But it's not the coffee beans you'd be. I mean, I guess you were aiming for the fly, so the coffee beans like a proxy. Yeah. But I guess, in this case, it's more. In this case, you'd really want to be sure of, So you'd want to almost, get a photo of her and put it on a wall and aim at that to make sure that.
Yes.
Because just the slightest deviation, it'd be, in the eye or in the nose or in the mouth, she could choke. Yeah. She could choke.
Yes, it's fraught with danger. Anyway, they're coming in a couple of weeks. I've taken your advice and I've seen the positive of it, the positive side. The negative side is, yes, I could hit her, I could maim her, I could blind her. But the positive side is...
Well, not if you insist that she's wearing safety goggles first, for example.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll mention that.
That would kind of tip her off, though, wouldn't it? Yeah, she'd go, I wonder what's going to happen next. Yeah,
it wouldn't be great.
I'll tell you what you could do. And again, just trying to be helpful. If you if you involve her in the cooking and get her to do the onions.
Oh.
You see?
Yeah, that's a good scenario, yes.
And get her to wear goggles to say, hey, this is going to help you not cry. And then sort of go, hey, she turns around. You should
and then pop her. And then pop her in there.
Pop her in the head. That's it, yeah. You'd be like, yeah.
Well, I'll keep you posted. That's a great idea. I mean, the upside is I'm getting to be such a good shot, and I'm just wondering if this event was in the Men's Olympics, which is shooting to change neural passages in the brain. Is that an event?
No, because the mentally. Well, so what I've spoken to Michael about, so the kind of the neurology side of things is definitely off limits. But you did mention that this personality behaviour disorder thing or change, however you put it. Maybe you meant sort of like a heightened sex drive or something like that.
Yes. Well, that's the reason why Dave was complaining, because he's exhausted.
He's exhausted, I'll bet. But maybe, and because I do, because Michael did mention that there's, well, it's not. Look, there are certain events for that kind of condition, but they're obviously in the pairs, if you know what I mean, because
of course,
because otherwise it would be, no,
Yeah.
There's no so onanism is not a medical condition as far psychiatric condition as far as anyone's aware. So there's that, and then obviously there's as everyone knows with the Olympics there's a lot happening off the field, if you know what I mean. That could be a way of, I don't know, just taking a load off Farmer Dave, where as long as he's open-minded and doesn't mind his wife.
Right, yes. Well, yeah, I mean, that's something we could discuss down the track. I'm not sure. I think I've just got to get over the hurdle of trying to, hit her in the forehead on the diet.
Well, you could also maybe try and I don't know how long they're staying with you for, but maybe try and in the way that you were going to, but your wife said absolutely not, or your partner rather, sorry. Maybe you could surreptitiously, chart Farmer Dave's wife for this and send it off to Michael, because she may well qualify, and he will have a look at the charts, and suddenly there could be a great. So while she's there, getting her to fill in this questionnaire if you can. Otherwise, as we discussed before, just sort of throw in some questions, like randomly. And some of them you have to kind of, work on the context, I guess. It's over breakfast.
Yes.
How often do you blah? Have you ever blah? It can be a bit strange.
Yes. Yeah, I tried doing that with my partner, as you suggested, but she cottoned on straight away.
I'll bet.
She's very wily, and she just cottoned on straight away and said, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, and then I just sort of had to leave the room. I had to sort of,
just
got quite tense.
Everything you've said, and look, it's not. I'm not qualified to diagnose, but your partner does sound, there's neurotic tendencies that I sense. There's definitely some. I wouldn't go as far as saying persecution complex. But I think we're sort of we're in that zone, if you know what I mean. Like there's a little bit of paranoia, like all that stuff with Stalin and Putin, like all these the folks that it sounds like your partner is
I think she likes powerful men. I think she likes powerful men.
Well,
at the end of the day,
powerful short men, and then.
And she's, I think, look, I'll keep working on it. I'm not sure. Look, she's, but look, I feel like I did get sort of down about all this stuff with Farmer Dave, because I felt like he was blaming me, and it was unnecessary.
Well, when you say you felt like, and maybe this is something we can explore in future sessions because our time is almost up. Sometimes even in the words you use, I think I sort of pick up on it when you say, like, I feel like he was blaming me. And my reaction to it is, well, from everything you've said, he absolutely is blaming you. So I think put your feelings to one side and just acknowledge reality.
Yeah, it's hard to do, isn't it? I think my feelings get in the way of reality.
Well, and that's a daily struggle, honestly, and I totally understand that, and that's what I'm here to help you with. But to be honest, look, our time is up, and
Well, I feel like I offloaded, but I feel like I've got nowhere.
well,
But
look,
anyway,
it's
that's the journey, isn't it?
It's 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, as they say. Or I lose count of how many, but anyway.
Yes. Well, I'm standing where I sit.
All right, Vincent. Well, I wish you well until the next session. Take care, and I trust no harm or self-harm as always. Yes.
All good.
All right. Well, cheerio then. Bye.
Okay. Thanks, Michael. Bye.